All right, let's talk about the Big East champions. Marquette defeats Butler tonight. This team, I mean, for them to emerge the way they have out of a hotly contested conference, this isn't Big 12 quality where there's 5 teams that all have a fight for top 10 in the country. But there's a lot of teams at the top of this conference that can make some noise in March. We're talking Creighton. We're talking UConn. And then Marquette. I mean, they separated from that group. It's still astonishing to me what this Shaka Smart group has been able to do. Tyler Kolek has been outstanding. A lot of guys on this team have been outstanding. But I still, in the back of my mind, in my gut, I can't really believe that they did this. So let's throw it to you first, Mac. Is this team Final Four good to you this season?
Marquette?
Yeah.
No. And I only say that in the sense that, like, you got to be elite to get to the Final Four. I don't want to take away from Marquette and anything that they've accomplished this year. I think Shaka, hands down, is Coach of the Year in the Big East. I have a special place in my heart when teams who are picked 8th, 9th, 10th, 11th in their league end up winning it in the fashion that they did. Those kids play with a chip on their shoulder the entire year. He didn't do it with multiple transfers. He did it with guys that returned for the most part. And so it's a great story. I think they have a great team. I think their leader, Tyler Kolek, is playing lights out. I mean, tonight, I think he gets 21 and 10. Man, he's good. He's good. He's got some swag. I think the guys, they play both ends of the floor. Shaka has them believing. I think they're a really good team. I'm not quite convinced, and I don't know why. I don't know if it's experience. I don't know if it's because they've come out of nowhere that I'm just not a Final Four type believer in a team. I do think the Big East has 5 legit teams that could get to the second weekend, and the way Villanova's playing, and the fact that they go to Madison Square Garden and win the thing, they'd have 6 teams that could play in the second weekend.
I love the way they play. I mean, they're spacing, they're cutting. Yep. I mean, they're shooting it. They put so much pressure on the rim. They defend. They defend good enough. Kolek, I mean, he's probably player of the year in the conference right now, I would imagine, with them in the regular season. I'm like you, Coach. Final Four. I don't know. I don't see that. I love their guard play. I think guard play can carry you a long way. But when I think of guard play in a tournament, no one's telling me Marquette. I don't see Marquette guard play as a top 5 guard play coming into the tournament. But
maybe they'll appreciate us, not picking them, just like they appreciated being voted 9th in the Big East.
Right.
Maybe
right.
We'll be on a billboard, or we'll be on like a bulletin board in the back of the locker room. Me and RC, like doubters, haters.
I mean, I got them. I mean, I can see them going, but I don't. Final Four, I don't. But I can see them getting Elite 8 maybe, or get to the second round of the tournament. I mean, it's not a bad thing at all.
Doesn't this just feel like a Shaka Smart team that does end up making the run, though? Like, I'm with you guys. I'm sitting here like, I can't believe they just won the Big East in the fashion they did, let alone what they're going to do next. But, like, this just, like, that's the perfect characteristic of a Shaka Smart team that is actually built to make the run. It's like, even as good as they've been, everybody's still kind of like, yeah, I don't know. I don't really see it. And then all of a sudden, they're in the Elite 8. And they're right there. I don't know. I'm starting to talk myself into it just as we talk through this ourselves. The one thing I would point out about Marquette, just results-wise, I mean, they've got 6 losses on the season. But compared to even some of the other top 10 teams in the country, I mean, some of these losses were coin flip losses that ended up not going their way. We're talking 2 overtime games. We're talking a 5-point loss against Purdue in Mackey Arena. We're talking a 4-point loss at Xavier. Like, these are almost quote unquote impressive losses, RC.
The truth is, none of us are picking them, but none of us would be surprised if their ass is in Houston playing, and none of us will sit there and be like, oh my God, I can't believe what, like, it wouldn't shock me. It wouldn't shock you. I don't think either of the 3 of us would be shocked that Marquette's there.
I got a question for you 2 guys.
Yep.
Marquette against Carolina in the Elite 8 to get to the Final Four.
Oh, man. You go first, RC.
You know what? I'm gonna go with the team I think that's been better all year. That I can't I can't do it. I can't. If what I've seen, God, what a match.
Now keep in mind if they're playing in that game,
they're playing well. You're right. They're playing well.
Carolina's already won 3 in a row.
Yeah. Carolina's playing well. I don't think I will say I don't think there's a matchup at all for Armando.
Yeah.
You know, I don't think at all. I think that would be Iguodala is just too light to tell for a guy like Armando for that matchup. So that would be a tough matchup.
I was gonna say if it's in the Elite Eight, Carolina all day. If it's in the second round, okay, Marquette, let's go. You're telling me Caleb Love's in the Elite Eight? It's a done deal, boys. What are we doing?
That means he's gonna score like 28 in the second half or do something crazy.
You and I sat next to each other last year. Yes. Watch this unfold, RC. We're not going to make the same mistake twice. It's not going to happen.